Hurts.
This will be caught by Brown. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 43.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
2nd down. Here's Hurts.
Under pressure, and they got to him again.
Christian Harris there finding his way home to record the sack. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Hurts. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward.
And the Texans are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
And Stroud now to throw.
Rolling to his left.
Just a crazy throw there, and it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10.
And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety.
At this point, I think it's a surprise when he isn't close to being sacked on a passing down. The amount of times he's hit the deck today, I think a lot of us are reading safety before they even took the snap. Simply a merciless pass rush every step of the game, and that rush earns a crowning achievement there.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Stroud on 3rd down now. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a 1st down. They'll run on 1st down with Singletary.
And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
On first down, they stick with Singletary. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
Play action. Stroud now.
Out to his left.
This throw nearly intercepted. Oh, the big D lineman almost had it. But third down coming up. Stroud looking to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now fourth down.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Fourth down, Stroud going to try to throw for it. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Still going inside the 20. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up first and goal at the 5. Suddenly it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll set up a throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a first and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking.
And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. They will run it with Swift here.
4 yards, that gets him close to the goal line, but it also brings up a fourth and goal.
Well, if this defense can hold him to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. But this started with first and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the...
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
DeAndre Swift.
A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Eagles are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. The call from Nick Sirianni. Let's go for 2 here, he says. Hurts will throw.
Now a diving catch made just beyond the line of scrimmage. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And with a 1-point lead, you'd have to think they'll be looking just to get this to halftime.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Stroud
steps away. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Stroud out of the gun here.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Forced out to his left.
They intercept Stroud again, the 3rd time in this game. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And got his man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Now Stroud. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Throwing now is Stroud. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Now they'll go play action here with Stroud. That is caught. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So we thought maybe they would have a chance to extend this lead on the opening drive of the second half. Instead, they cough it up.
Obviously not an ideal start when you're trying to get a little separation, and I can guarantee that they talked about that in the locker room. Let's get out there, start this quarter the right way. Let's try and put some points on the board and create some space. Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Throwing is Hurts. Fires the quick slant. A.J. Brown's got it. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Derek Stingley picks it.
And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 7. Here's Stroud.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. They'll run a draw now with Singletary. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Singletary again. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And the Eagles with a dime look. 6 DBs on third down.
Stroud off the play fake.
Sliding out of the pocket.
He's got his man. That's Dell. And the Texans are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Back to throw. Here's Stroud.
On the move to his left. And oh, it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Reed Blankenship.
So erase the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Jalen Petrie picks it off.
And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD.
But Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick 6.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
Back now here on EA Sports, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. Fairbairn now to kick this one away.
Scott on the return, out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick 6 hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the 4th.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And that's out to the flat for Swift.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here.
On 1st down, Hurts.
And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back early in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go. On the handoff, running left, Singletary. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Stroud to throw it.
He'll buy some time right. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, never ceases to amaze me just how fast these defensive ends are in the game nowadays. Part of that is what we've seen in college football, where they've gotten smaller and faster on the defensive side of the ball, but they've brought that to the NFL because it is hard for an offensive lineman to keep them away from the quarterback.
He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
And defensively, they had an extra defensive back on the field, their nickel package, and it made a difference. All the receivers were blanketed, so he tried to run for it, but he came up just a bit short.
He will have the conversion and more than that.
And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
And Stroud now to throw.
Rolling to his left. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Escaping the pressure right.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with it.
And 6 yards to go.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. That is intercepted.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick 6 TD.
I told you, I said, I'm going to pick this out route.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They'll look to throw. It's caught at the 1. And he's going to get into the end zone. The 2-point conversion successful. And we've got ourselves a tie football game.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
That bitch on that record.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
DeAndre Swift
with his second touchdown of the night.
And the Eagles have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the fourth.
So a big play for the Eagles now as they'll go for two. They'll try and throw for it. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for two. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And the fair catch taken. No time will come off the clock. And they will begin this critical drive at the 25-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
Into the hands of Singletary.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Now Stroud.
Open man is Noah Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Here's 1st down. Stroud.
And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Here's Stroud.
Out to his left. Now they go screen. It's complete. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Now they can only stop it once more. Here's 1st and 10.
They pitch it out to Singletary. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Now 2nd and 4.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Boy, just a gigantic play here, both sides. This is 3rd and inches. Stroud to throw it.
Steps away. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So this defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive, but bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off.
They rocked them a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
Here it is, 4th and inches.
And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. I think probably just trying to draw them off there, it didn't work.
And defensively, that's what you work on all the time, being in that spot and being able to not jump and give them the yardage that they were desiring.
Let's go now. No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
Ready.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Stroud.
Flushed out right.
Throw over the middle is taken in by Dell.
But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first.